Alright, everybody, welcome back to Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid. We are into the final showdown. We are fighting off against Conqueror Rita. All the Rangers are hanging out in Angel Grove Park with a bunch of putties. Alpha's kind of like, what's going on? These guys, other putties will hang out in the Industrial District. So, Trini's used all her actions. Everybody else has one more action, so I can potentially fight 4 more times. To beat Rita, though, I have to defeat 6 of her cards, and she only plays 4 at a time, so I have to at least fight her twice. So it's either I can take out all 4, and then defeat 2 more and still have to survive that round, or I can defeat 3 or 2 and then 4, so I got a couple different options. Hopefully I only have to fight her at least twice and not 3 times. I do have 3 lives, so I can take some hits if I need to. I only need to defeat 2 more putties to gain the Megazord. Zack's Mastodon will let me at least get 1 each turn, so at least by the second deployment phase, I will have them. I just gotta hope that the other areas don't get overwhelmed by then, because they can only hold so many. If all 4 areas become panicked, I lose. So basically, I have to try and take out Rita as quickly as possible. If I can take out all her putties and stuff during that time, maybe if I can get some hits on them, if I can't take out her stuff, then at least they won't hurt so bad. But let's do our deployment phase. We have 1 super putty at the park, which will then move him to Ernie's juice bar. We have two regular putties, which I am out of regular putties. So I'm just going to put a token on the board because I don't feel like digging out my selection. These guys are going to the Industrial Park, which will panic the Industrial Park. So I could have sent some guys over there to start taking out them, but I was hoping maybe I could just take out Rita. We got 2 more super putties at Ernie's Juice Bar. And 3 more regular putties at the Industrial Park. Alright, so all 3 of these guys will just move over there, and we'll just put tokens down. Alright, so this is where we run into an issue, because I could use the Mastodon to take out one of the guys on Rita's area, but again, I still only have to fight 4, so it's not going to help me that much. I'm going to use the Mastodon to take out one of these guys, because that unpanics this, and it gives me at least a little bit of breath of an option. But now, since I have everybody on the same area, if I can't take out Rita this turn, obviously. But I have to really worry about everything panicking on the next turn. So, we'll see what happens. So even if everything panics, you can usually play the last white rule set 1 more time. So basically, I have to take out Rita in these 2 turns. So Jason's going to start. He's going to be our lead ranger. Does anyone need to draw cards? Jason, no. Kimberly, no. Billy's fine. Jason's fine. Trini could use 2 cards. Alright. Let's see what we got. So we'll deploy our guys. We're going to do 1 putty first. Cannon fodder. And we'll do 3 super ones. 3 damage. Each foot soldier. And okay, so that bottom swarm attack is going to be a pain. Then let's see what Rita brings us. Alright, she's going to be the pain, right? Witch's Hex. Has 5 health. List cards in play. The energy cost of all combat cards is increased by 1. So everything costs at least 1 now. Great. A Wicked Hex fast. Deals 6 damage to the ranger with the fewest cards in their deck. Okay, so that's great, because that now it goes first. Fast. Chain Lightning. Deals 4 damage to each ranger. That keeps pushing that passive one farther and farther down. At least there's no guard cards, right? And 4 damage to each ranger. Alright. So that's going to suck, because everyone's going to take 4 damage. No matter what. Alright, so we're going to get hit. Everyone's going to take 4 damage. So, Jason's first. He's going to play block, reduces damage by 3. Reveal the top card of his deck. To 1, it's going to discard it. That's his 4 damage. You can immediately deal 1 damage. Just like I gotta do her ability. She's going to do 1 to this wicked curse. Kimberly is going to take 1. She's going to take 2. But then she's going to play Acrobats. It says, play this card and reveal a card for defense. Add reveal a card to your hand instead of discarding and replace it at the bottom of your deck. So it's 2, 3, 4. She's going to play her other Acrobatic and get that card in her hand as well. Billy is going to get Counter Jab. Deal 1 damage to an enemy of my choice. I'm going to throw another one on this Wicked Hex there. So that's 1, 2, 3. And then 4, so that's good. So he's down to 1 health. Jason's down to 2. Kimberly's down to 2. These guys aren't going to be able to take many more hits. Zack drew 3 right away. So then he's going to have that which will block it, is Sweeping Strike. And Trini is going to get 2 with Sabertooth. And that will block it. Alright. Okay, we need to take out that curse, otherwise everything costs 1 more. I do have my 2 shared energy up here. But I can't keep... I'm going to take 4 damage next turn unless I can take out that chain attack as well. I do have a Blade Blaster. I have 2, 3, 4, 5. So I could do... It's going to cost me 4 to do. So it's going to cost me 1 extra to play this. It cost me... I could take out that energy card that at least give me a free turn. If nothing else, but it cost me all my energy to do that. So is it worth it? Or... I can't suffer. So I can't suffer 4 damage for each character again. Half my guys will die. It's just not going to happen. I can use Pterodactyl to gain 2 extra energy. So then if I use Blade Blaster, I would gain... It cost me 1. I have 4. I have 5, 6 I can spend. But what if before I do that, do I have anyone have a card that will help me? No. Kimberly usually has that card. I'm going to use Billy's Triceratops Exotic. Any ranger can have 2 cards in their discard pile and return them to their hand, or their top of their deck. We're going to do that. Okay, we're gonna try this instead. Before I do Blade Blaster to take out a bunch of stuff. No, I'm gonna have to because Wicked Hex is gonna take me out if I don't. And I can't afford that Chain Lightning. Oh, I have to take out that Chain Lightning though. Alright, so we're gonna have to do Blade Blaster. So we have to spend 1 energy just to get rid of that. Just spend this card, and I can spend 4 energy to take out that. Now spend 4, 5. Yeah, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna spend 5 energy plus our 6th one for paying for Blade Blaster for Wicked Hex. So 5, so 4 will take out this Chain Lightning, so I don't have to deal with it. And then our 5th one will go on Witch's Curse. Alright. So I guess I can focus over on these. Alright, so then what that did was, now I don't have to deal with that 4. I'd like to take out that other Chain Lightning at some point, but, now I don't have to worry about that. So now it's their turn. That'll activate. Now someone's going to have to take 6 damage. So currently, right now, it's any ranger but Billy is going to have to take 6 damage on the next turn if I can't take that out. So they're going to get KO'd probably. Because I can't do anything else about that. So that responds. Basically I have to decide who can I sacrifice this turn. So what I'm going to do here is Jason's going to share his 1 energy. He's going to play Precision Strike. Does 2 damage straight up to Wicked Hex. Now, I don't have any energy, so I can't put this back on top of my deck. But taking out Witch's Curse allows me to play a card for free. Now I can use Trini's ability to play my 2nd Precise Strike for free, which lets me do an extra 2 damage. So I'm going to put on Wicked Hex. I don't think anyone else has a reaction that helps me. No. So, then that'll activate, take 6 damage. I'm going to have Trini take it. She only has 2 cards. So unless this can block 6 damage, which I can block 3. Then what I can also do here is do Smooth Moves, which lets me block 2, so that's 4, 5. And they'll block it with 6. So she stays alive, and I gain an energy. So, I'm still in this. Everyone's still in this for a turn, although I'm running out of stuff to do. Now, I have a free turn, but I'd like to do that 4 damage. I'm going to take some damage from the Footsoldiers, which is fine. But I'd like to take out the Rita cards if I can. So what I'm going to do, we're going to start with this. We're going to do Take Aim for 0, gain 1 energy, may immediately play another attack. And I'm going to play Flying Kick, and we're going to try and take out that Wicked Hex. Because if I take those out, I don't have to fight them again. So this is going to give me 2 dice, and I gain 2 more energy. So I got 1 hit off of that. It's not good. But I can re-roll that one. Gives me 2 more, which will bring me up to 5. Which is still not enough to take it out, but, that's what it's gonna be. Alright, so then this will activate. Nothing happens. My turn again. So I'm going to use Tenacity. Gain 1 energy to 2 cards from my discard pile, return them to the top of my deck in any order. Alright, so I get that extra energy. I can put 2 cards on top of my deck. So we may as well put our 3 cost cards on there. So I only have the 1. And we'll just put a second 2 cost. Ooh, actually. Alright. Okay, then, before cannon fodder activates, me Saber-Tooth Tiger. Exhaust this card during battle. Each participating Ranger drop to 2 cards. Trini's going to draw 1 card because I know what I just put on top of my deck. I think everyone else is... I can't really draw anything for anyone else. Because if I do, they're probably going to die. Just because I have to watch that 3, 3, 2, and 2. So no one else can draw anything. That's fine. This is going to activate for 2. Which will have counter jab. Which will do... sorry, it doesn't focus right away. Lets me do 1 damage to a thing. I can deal 1 damage to Wicked Hex. Which will take out Wicked Hex. So now I don't have to deal with that anymore. And that still actually leaves me with 1 more, which will give me that, which I know is blocked. So this card revealed for defense, gain 1 energy. So I'm also going to gain 1 more energy. Now, with this turn, we have another Blade Blaster. So the question is, do I want to play this now, or do I want to spend 1 more attack? I think I'm going to do is do 1 more attack first. With Kimberly, we have another combination of taking aim, gain 1 energy, play another card if it's an attack, I may re-roll, do another flying kick to gain another energy. So that gives me 2 more energy. I'm going to attack that, discard pile. I'm going to attack with them 2 dice. I'm going to attack that next... I'm going to attack that swarm attack with these 2 dice. And then what I'm going to actually do is use Tyrannosaurus Rex to add 2 more dice to that. So I'm going to roll 4 dice. I rolled 2 damage. But now I can use I can use that ability to reroll these 2. I got 3 damage. Perfect. So every Zord has been used, every card ability has been used, we're running out of stuff to do. Now this has been defeated, so I don't have to deal with that. But now Zack does 1 extra damage to that with his Hip Hop Kegel, because I haven't used that yet. Alright, this is going to activate, deal 3 damage. We'll just reveal Billy's, because we know it's a 3, it'll take it. Everyone's almost dead, but that's alright. Now we're going to use Blade Blaster. Because we have a ton of energy saved up. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to do 4, 5, 6. And then we'll put 1 over him on 7. Or do we even not want to worry about that? Yeah, no, we'll go ahead and do that. Alright, then this will activate. Nothing will happen. Billy's going to use counter jab on that Putty Pummel to roll 1 die and does 1 damage. So no matter what, he gets 1. So I got 1 die to try and do 1 damage. 1 damage. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So that'll defeat that. This will activate. Nothing else will happen. we can clean the board. Alright, so that was that round. Alright, so that's all of our putties can go away. We defeated 4 of Rita's cards. We don't have to deal with those 4 again. We defeated 4 of these guys, so 1, 2, 3, 4, it doesn't matter. We're going to get our Megazord. Dun 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 dun. The Megazord says, exhaust us to place the Megazord token in any location. At the start of each battle, Megazord's current location deal 1 damage to each enemy card. So that is awesome. We'll put him over by Alpha. Alright. So then what happens is now we could initiate another battle right away with Rita. But the problem is Trini has no cards in her hand. Kimberly has no cards in her hand. Like, everyone's down to like 1 card. So I think what we're gonna do, I can't do anything with Trini. She's gonna die if I leave her there anyhow. Jason can't go anywhere either. So those 2 are both stuck here. So they can't do anything. They can't move. Kimberly needs to go. So Kimberly is going to go back to the command center and heal before the next deployment phase. Billy is also going to go back to the command center and heal. And I think Zack is as well. So all 3 of these guys are just going to go back to the command center, heal up, they reshuffle all their decks, they gain an energy token back. So each one of them gets an energy token so they can hop back in the next round. Yeah, Jason and Trini don't have anything, but what I can do is spend one of their actions to do a recovery and shuffle their cards back in at the beginning of the next round. We just gotta defeat 2 of Rita's cards and stay alive. That's the kicker, though. You have to stay alive. But luckily, we haven't lost any health yet, or any of our lives yet, so we still have a chance. Oh, sorry, everything's blurry here. Alright, so this is what we're doing right now. I should probably move the camera over instead of just be talking into air. Alright, so we'll do the deployment phase, but before we actually fight, we'll end the video and we'll start the next video with the deployment phase. So everyone's going to get their 2 actions back. But yes, and I give you 1 damage to everything right away with my Megazord. That will be helpful. Plus Pterodactyl does something. I can remove a Footsoldier, so if a bunch don't end up in that area, that will be helpful. Alright, so before we move, we're going to go ahead. Trini's going to put up the 6 shields worth of cards back into her deck. If I want Twin Fame Teamwork, yeah, we'll do that. So those cards will go back into 2, 4, 6, so they're going to go shuffle back into her deck. There's only so much she can do, but she might die. That's going to happen. I'm going to draw 2 of her cards, because I always have her ability to draw more. I'm going to do the same thing with each of these other guys. I'm going to draw 4 cards instead of 5. 5. They're each going to move back into here. Doesn't matter what the deployment is, they're all going to move back into there anyhow, so I'm just going to move them all right now. because they're all just going to try and take out Rita. So it doesn't matter what the other deployment is. Alright, so everyone's drawn their hands, everyone's moved in, everyone spent one action either moving or recovering. Deployment phase is going to be 2 putties at the park. Super putties. Ugh. Alright. It'd be nice if nothing hit that park, wouldn't it have been? 2 regular putties at Angel Grove High, which will panic Angel Grove High. Super putties at Angel Grove High, so we're going to put 1 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1's going to go to the juice bar. And this would be deployment number 4. 2 more super putties at Angel Grove High. Where are they all trying to go to the high school? Alright, so 1 more is going to go here, which would panic that. And then there would be 1 more, which I don't have anymore right now, would go to the industrial park. We can only put 5 there, so I wouldn't panic that zone at all. But if you can see this, if it focuses, everything is full. I would have 1 more guy here. I'm basically 1 away from total loss because there would be, every zone would be panicked, and technically that's how you lose. There's the alternate rule to play with 1 extra thing. But I can also immediately remove a guy with the Mastodon. So I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of 1 of these guys. We'll just put him over here. It's not going to make any difference because there's still 4 of them. So let's see what our super putties are. We have regrowth, regrowth. So that doesn't make any difference. Engulf, drain 1, and putty pummel. So none of those really hurt us except there's a fast card. That's probably not going to make any difference, but that drain 1 does not help. The only thing is if Rita has 1, and it doesn't matter. So she has 4 cards. So she has Void Binding. Deal 5 damage to the ranger with the most cards in their hand. That ranger must discard all but 1 card from their hand. She just killed someone. Cruel Laughter. Each ranger must discard 1 card from their hand with the most shields, and that has guards, so I have to take care of that first. Another Cruel Laughter. And Wicked Hex. Deal 6 damage to the ranger with the fewest cards in their deck. And that's going to go there. Alright, so at least some Cruel Laughters are at the end. And they're kind of guarding each other. But the problem is I have 1 fast right away, so 6 damage to the ranger with the fewest cards in their deck. So who has the fewest cards in their deck? Probably Trini. 1, 2, 3. No. Jason is also tied. Okay. So I can lose. Basically, 1 of them can take a hit. Alright. So we're going to activate. We'll start that next round. We'll see what happens. We'll see if we defeat Rita. She has a 6, a 7, a 4, and a 4. If I can't defeat all of them, if I can at least take out, like, the first couple or take out 2 of them, then if I do have to fight her again, that's 2 less cards I have to fight. So the more I can take out, the better. Alright, see you guys soon. Bye.